So before I get to ANTO, NEOSOUL, I don't know whether you've seen that Standard Chartered has said they are shutting down SME accounts with low cash flow. So if you're doing below 10 milli, you don't deserve to be in Standard Chartered. They are showing you, go and keep that peasant money somewhere else. This is the arrogance. This is can we say the colonial project, the extension of the colonial project. Because why do companies have low cash flows in Kenya? Because the banks have made borrowing expensive. Why is borrowing expensive? Because the government, in their infinite stupidity, instead of first of all curbing all the leaks and hemorrhage of money which is being stolen day in, day out by the corrupt Kenya Kusha regime, instead of curbing those, they are still going to borrow from the domestic market, to borrow from commercial banks. And now these banks have seen, we don't need to deal with you guys, you citizens. We'd rather loan the money for government. So there is shortage of liquidity, there is shortage of money to extend our enterprises and everything. Now they have focused, all the commercial banks have focused, especially the major ones, they are focused to loan to government, which is why you are seeing when there was a forensic audit about the debt position in the country, you are seeing there are specific commercial banks, Standard Chartered included. Them, they are saying, we don't need you. We are already exploiting your retarded government. We are already exploiting them. They are borrowing at our preferred interest rates. So why should we give you ordinary consumers, ordinary citizens? So we should now, first of all, you should be talking about boycotting Standard Chartered. I've been talking about how they've defrauded a company. I've been serializing. I don't know whether you've been watching it. And take care of your bank statements. You see, so don't be held back that you are in a very prestigious bank. There is nothing prestigious about neo-colonialism, about Muzungus continuing the culture of exploiting African countries. This is they are using the bank, and the bank is showing you the collective middle finger. They are telling you, we don't need your money. They are in our country. Can you imagine? The audacity, these guys have no shame whatsoever, and you guys, you're still continuing to take your money there. These guys don't want you. They want to loan your money to your hopeless government. The guys who talk, if you, every day is just a talk shop. We are launching, we are in a tent, we are launching everything, because they know they can borrow money from commercial banks. That money is what should be lent to the to the consumer market, so that you can build. Without credit, without loans, is impossible to develop as a country. But all the loans, the government wants to even steal the opportunity for growth amongst the private sector by private or domestic bank borrowing. This is the people you elect because you don't vote with your heads, you vote with your diabs. These are the consequences. Where this bank used to do this during the Moi era, you needed a minimum of, I don't know, 20,000 in the Moi era. Now they have reverted. We have gone back to the Moi era in one fell swoop within 1 year. And you guys are there saying, si uchawi ni maombi, you are corrupt clergy, useless boomers who are there saying that, I don't know, this leader is God anointed. Nonsense. You've seen that article by African Arguments, that solid article. I'm pretty sure it has been read by all heads of state. Talking about the contradictions, because these guys have invested so much in PR. So to whom much is given, much is expected. Every day is a PR activity. So everyone was expecting that you're going to, the results will be as pronounced. But we can see, everyone can see through the countersuits. Everyone can see through the lies, through the cheap words and empty rhetoric. And the problem is the people who voted for you. And then now we have a useless governor from Turkana. You saw him yesterday. He pays for a half-page advertisement. He says, Honorable Jeremiah Ekamals Lemokural Nepokuta. The fuck is that name even? You're paying to congratulate President William Ruto on sending cops to Haiti. You don't have a Facebook page, you useless bastard. You don't have a Twitter handle where you can post that and he will still receive the message. You have to pay. You have to pay these adverts to enrich media houses. And then a few months from now, you'll be here telling us to donate to relief food. Yet you got devolution money. Next year, January, you want to bring your children to schools in the Mount Kenya region, in Rift Valley region in Nairobi under the guise of quota system because you don't want to build schools, you useless bastard. You see, you and the governor of Narok, I told you, Olentutu, I told you guys, build schools. Your quota system will not be there next year. Build schools, you useless bastards. You are receiving money. You're receiving hundreds of billions. Every electoral cycle, you have nothing to show other than building flats in Nairobi. You have nothing else you can show. When you Auditor General looks at your budget, your accounts, all of them have failed. I recently saw it's only Mombasa which has a bill of was passed by the Auditor General. So you governors here, you useless bastards, you will not do this and get away with it. You will not do this and get away with it. We are in this mess because of this nonsense. This used to happen during the Moi era. Why are you displaying your unsolicited sycophancy? There are many other ways. You could have gone and used this amount of money and donate to a children's home in the name of celebrating your preferred despot. This is terrible. The governor of Turkana should be impeached. Where are the MCAs of that useless county? You should be impeaching him. Yeah. And now let's talk about NEOSOUL. I have specifically mentioned him because there's a clip that is going around showing him when they were singing Sipangwingwi, but now it has been redone with a new version, and he was next to President William Ruto. I want you to look at NEOSOUL. NEOSOUL, look at him there.
Sababu tunaogopa kuchagua viongozi, sababu nitajenga daraja, nitawajengea shule, nitaleta umeme, nichagueni mimi. Nitajenga daraja, nitawajengea shule, nitaleta umeme, nichagueni mimi. Wanafunzi wengi.
You see, NEOSOUL is the one who was presiding over that event. The song at the time was Sipangwingwi. Now we go back to Nonini. Nonini na Kitare, he was saying, he posted a tweet the other day, he said, looking back at how our country is going a year down the line with this government, I want to share my apology loudly to Kenyans for supporting this government and some leaders you know I did. Now, NEOSOUL, we want you. Will you apologize or not? Tujuange mapema ndio best. We need your apology for supporting this government. We need you to tell us why, what led you to support them in such an outlandish manner, such a very public manner. Why did you do it? I know you are saying in terms of money, oh, I needed the money. Everyone is just falling back on the money, but so the rest of who did not get Kenya Kwisha money, well, did they die? Did they die of hunger? No, it's your greed. It's your addiction to cheap thrills that took you there. You have only yourself to blame, NEOSOUL. So we need to know whether you're going to apologize. Because let me tell you, the previous years, and that's why celebrities were very important in this equation, because we were not there. We didn't have an app like TikTok. And that's why they want to ban TikTok. Don't think it's anything else. The only way, the celebrities were flowing over into the political realm. So they had to do outlandish things to get the clout and to do this, and so that to be relevant to politicians. But now you have to take responsibility. In America, they are canceling celebrities. They are canceling Oprah and The Rock, who are puppets of the regime, of the establishment. They are someone like Oprah is in the list. Even Beyonce and Jay-Z, they are in the list. They went to Jeffrey Epstein's island. All of those people are canceling them. Wendy Williams and who, because of their poor political choices. So will you apologize, NEOSOUL? You tell us quickly so that we know how to deal with you if you don't. Another one, and I know this one will affect many of you, but it's the truth, and the truth shall set you free, is that even Nyashinski was the one who endorsed and who even marketed Sakaja Johnson. I don't know whether they were in school together or where, but he's the one who endeared him to the young masses, to his fans. And that is an abuse of your celebrity, of your position, because had you vetted Sakaja, why is Sakaja being involved in all the scandals that we are seeing today? We are seeing, yesterday I saw Babu Owino tweeting about a building somewhere in Kamiti, in the Kamiti Junction. We are hearing scandals that he bought a house in Runda. We are hearing another scandal about 47 billion. Nyashinski, Can you tell us, do you support that? Do you defend is he still your friend? Would you still defend him today? You have to take responsibility for your poor political choices, for misleading your fans, your followers. These people, they look up to you, and you throw them time and time again down the rabbit hole. There's Kenyan celebrities, you are a failure, you should take responsibility. You failed